These are actually the very first pictures I ever took of him, which are not, there's no particular aesthetic value to them, but you can see here, you know, I mean, there's nothing composed or anything that special about it, other than the fact that it's David Bowie, very early days of Ziggy Stardust, and I happen to have taken the picture. I think there's a quote from me somewhere that says, if David Bowie was the Jesus Christ of Glam, then Mark Bolan was its John the Baptist. Now, my name is Mick Rock.
And
believe it or not, and it's Michael David Rock.
And really? For real? That's your real name?
Yes, I'm not a nice Jewish boy from Long Island whose real name is Rockburger, as like Lou Reed used to say. Wait, so I know you're from Long Island, Mick, and your real name is Rockburger.
What's your real name?
Michael David Rock. Just one of those things, you know.
And where are you from?
I'm a Londoner. Okay. But I was educated at the University of Cambridge, where all the bad boys go to incubate, and that's where I took LSD, picked up a camera, and just started clicking. And I don't think I thought about being a photographer. And frankly, back in those days, there weren't many opportunities, but you know, that Mick Rock thing, and I suppose the kind of gangly look or something, and slightly undernourished, inexorably moved me into the orbit of musicians. And then, of course, you know, I'm in London in the early 70s. A poor boy didn't need a lot to survive, really. But meeting David, and you know, I always feel obliged to acknowledge it, was the trigger.
Oh, really?
Well, it meant I never had to get a real job after that.
Right.
Not that I ever had one before it, but that was the guarantee that I'd never have to get a real job. So he was like it was like watching a magician. When I look back, I go, and then of course that led into Queen and Roxy Music and the whole thing, and then bled into punk and New York and all this stuff, and there I was, you know, just
and
a poor lad.
Where are you now?
Where am I now? Well, I don't know. I shot Janelle, Monae and Neon Trees and Cee-Lo Green and R. Kelly and Bryan Ferry. I mean, I'm still shooting. Things like that.
Oh, wow. You did the painting?
It's not a painting, it's strictly speaking a collage. I took all these elements that I'd put together, and that is a still from Life on Mars that I had played with, and then there's...
Do you get sick of the kind of association with
I think at one
70s
point... yeah, but I used to not like it so much for a long time, but since I nearly died and was broke and owed the IRS and, you know, whenever it was, 14 and a half years ago, I kind of had to, I went through the past to get back to the present.
Right.
So, because I'm no longer a prisoner of the past, because I do shoot currently, and I'm not just some old queen, you know, peddling like ancient wares.
Oh, I love that picture.
Yeah, the head twist looking an eagle.
I love that picture.
I know, I did have an amazing run then, didn't I?
Yeah.